Out of nowhere, we got the biggest weekly green candle in Bitcoin's history. Over 4 billion in shorts were liquidated, one of the biggest short liquidation events in Bitcoin's history. And in my opinion, this is what initiated the bull market officially. My friends, the bear is dead. And I think we managed the bottom area very well on this channel. But before I explain why I think the bear market is over, I want to show you where I stand right now and what I did in the last couple of days. I changed my mind about the bottom 3 weeks ago and said that even 54k was now unlikely. My first target at 59k got hit and I bought 30% spot Bitcoin. Then I started DCA with exactly 1% daily purchases. And now just yesterday, I bought another 10% on FOMO at 72k. And now I have 65% allocated with an average buy around 63k. We pretty much nailed the bottom so far, but I still have 35% in cash, and this is important later, because even though I am extremely bullish right now, I think better opportunities will always come and I want to have cash ready for it. So in this video, I want to make one thing very clear. I am bullish, and for me, the bull market started and the bear market is over a long time ago. And I don't care if Bitcoin now drops back to 66k. My mindset has completely shifted because the situation today is fundamentally different from where we were just a couple of days ago. And the reason for this is simply this green mega candle, one of the biggest weekly candles we have seen on Bitcoin. At days like this, it's important to not just look at the charts or at the candle. We have to ask ourselves, what does it actually mean? This candle means FOMO. This means demand. This means there are more people sitting on the sidelines with money than I have expected, waiting for the right moment to pull the trigger on Bitcoin. And this alone gives me so much more confidence in the entire crypto cycle. Crypto is not dead, and we just saw this in the last couple of days. Even if we drop from here, I now know something very important. There is a lot of capital waiting to buy the dip. And I'm telling you, there are so many right now praying for Bitcoin to fall below 70k so they can buy. But the question is, will they get it? Will the market give us another chance to buy below 70k? The structure has broken. And if this holds, it could also mean that the 4-year cycle is broken. And now we have a complete different question, because what is the next cycle going to look like when we don't have the 4-year cycle to rely on anymore? Will it maybe be a super cycle, or are we entering something completely different? What I know is that the market has fundamentally changed. And once again, we are at a point where just a few people believe in the bull market and the rest still thinks or still lives in the bear market. And the higher we go now, more and more people will change their mind and become bulls too. But at that point, it will be probably too late and they will miss out on most of the gains. This is exactly the same thing that happened at the top of the market. Only a few called the bear market and no one really wanted to believe it until it was too late. Now most people are stuck in that bear market mentality, but of course not on this channel. I timed the start of the bear market perfectly and so far accumulated exactly at the bottom of the cycle. And now I'm telling you, the bull market has already started. Even if we get another 20% correction from here, I would still consider this a bull market correction. Every dip should be bought now. It is buy high, sell higher season. We have to long our longs from now on. Of course, this is not financial advice, but don't make the mistake that most people will do right now. They will still live in the bear market. Yes, we are coming from a brutal and long bear market. Of course, people have trust issues now. People don't trust the pump. They think Bitcoin has to go lower, and honestly, I understand. But in investing, it is important to be early, because at the time when most people are comfortable to buy again, most of the gains are already gone. And honestly, if we just look at it, we had a bullish weekly divergence. We had a massive reverse head and shoulders pattern, and we broke through this weekly resistance line and flipped the 200-day moving average. Like, what else do you want? Why did Bitcoin pump so aggressively? Because first we broke out from the weekly resistance that has been holding us down since the top of the last year. That alone is important. The Treasury increased its buybacks to around 4 billion to lower yields. Even though the yields are still somewhat elevated, it shows that they are actively fighting the yields, which is in my opinion bullish and means liquidity. And then of course we have Trump pushing crypto, trying to get the Clarity Act through. He even mentioned hyperliquid by name, which is crazy. But this news led to the biggest ETF inflows we have seen in months. which then led to the biggest short liquidation in Bitcoin history. Now comes the question everyone is asking, should you FOMO in right now? Right now we have this 80k resistance in front of us, which I think could hold us a bit. We are up 23% already this month. So if we get a smaller pullback, that would be actually lucky and a good opportunity to buy into. When we zoom out, we are still somewhat on a cheaper side. So even if you go in right now, it's still not a bad entry. In 2023, we did see a retest of the 200-day moving average. I think at some point this also could happen too. If this happens, this could be a nice entry for a low leverage long position to hold for many years. But overall, I think FOMO in right now is never a good idea. There are always opportunities in this market. Even if you don't buy at all right now, in 1 or 2 years, you will find something that will make you more money than you missed out in the last couple of days. So there's no reason to panic. Always have a strategy. And if you don't have any strategy right now, just buy in slowly now, and if we go lower dollar cost average, so you do have some skin in the game and you can build out your strategy from there. Just make sure when the opportunity is coming that you buy this time if you are sidelined. My strategy for the next couple of years is actually very simple. It's just long. I'm going to look for ranges, I'm going to look for corrections, and I'm going to long all of them. Remember, on bear markets, most of the time the price goes up and then it crashes hard. On bull markets, it's exactly the opposite. We have a couple of days like this where it just rips higher, and then we have months of consolidation. Be prepared for this, and when a range is forming, just long the bottoms always. I will leave my spot Bitcoin untouched, and with the profits of my future trades, I will just buy more Bitcoin. And this will be the problem we will have for the next couple of years. We will never have enough Bitcoin. Of course, we should also look at September, because August looks like it's going to be green. And since all the big YouTubers stopped predicting the monthly candles because August didn't go as they expected, I guess I will be the first now to speak about September. So I do have a bullish bias and I am not looking for shorts. But if I look at this objectively, what do I see? I see 2 red, 2 green, 2 red, 2 green, so maybe 2 red. And historically, after a green August, September has followed with a red month. So there could actually be a long opportunity coming in September. I am personally still hoping for that low leverage long that I can hold to the bull market. And maybe September is going to give us that entry. But remember, August still has some days to go. We could still gain another 10% from here and then drop 10% in September. But still, September could actually be a red month, simply because we rallied so much in August. That's just an opportunity for me to go long, and that's why I'm still holding around 35% cash. So overall, it's a long season, it's buy high, sell higher season, and I think the biggest mistake now is carrying this mindset of the bear market into the bull market. Let's not have any more trust issues, let's just ride the bull. Of course, always with proper risk management. And that's it for today's update video. As always, thanks for watching, trade safe, and I see you in the next one.